What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for local sports. It's Tyler, and this LBCC women's basketball highlight is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. At the Hall of Champions for a state showdown, LBCC is hosting Pasadena. This is a huge women's basketball standoff. The Vikings, the number 3 team in the state, Pasadena number 5, fourth-year head coach Michael Anderson leading the Vikings here, but tough start. Didn't have the book to the desk in time, so a technical foul, and it's 2-0 Pasadena before we even tip this thing off, as the Vikings lost to the Lancers earlier in the year, but off to the right foot after the tip. Darshana Ta'afua gets the layup, but it was the visiting Lancers that were in the lead early, looking comfortable on the road. They were up 12-7 5 minutes into the game, getting several different players involved. But Ta'afua and the Vikings went nowhere. 4-4 had 7 points and 6 rebounds in that first half, doing work for LBCC. And then consecutive threes from Shakina Benton and Abby Goodsell are going to tie the game at 23 with 2 minutes until halftime. But on the other end, Desiree Loving is loving that. 5 straight for her to help close the half as the Lancers lead at 33-27 on the road. Go to the second half, and it belonged to Goodsell at the beginning. She was on fire, especially from long range. A Goodsell and thorough. She scored 10 of LBCC's first 11 second half points, ended up scoring 13 in the first 9 minutes of the second half. Yeah, feeling you. That's a good way to start the second 20 minutes. Then after this three from Destin Romaine and a jumper from Jasmine Williams, it's going to be the Vikings going up 6 with 9 minutes remaining. That was their biggest lead there in the second half. You can see the crowd is feeling it, and so is Williams. 54-48 Vikings, 8:55 to play. An and one from Benton is going to keep it at 6. The Vikings looking good. They lost to Pasadena in overtime earlier this year, looking to get over on them, but it was a 13-2 run from Pasadena, finished off by this 3 from Sky Thompson, and the Lancers go up 61-56. But back comes LBCC. Goodsell for 3. She had 19 points, 16 in the second half. Then Benton adds one of her own. She had a game-high 21 points. Vikings by 1 with 90 seconds left. These 2 free throws from Loving are going to put Pasadena up by 1. She had 20 points. Benton with a huge jumper. Vikings go back on top by 1. After this missed by Tyler Crockham, LBCC's Crystal Cochran is going to go to the line on the other end. Hits 1 of 2 to put LBCC up 65-63. Now under 10 seconds to go. Same score, Crockham showing she's more than just a great first name. Ties the game with 7 seconds to go. Benton the other way. Chance to win it. Jump stop, lays it up. Oh, no good, and we're going to overtime. Tied at 65. So these teams played an overtime game when they met in December. They're going to do it again, and unfortunately, the overtime once again is going to belong to Pasadena. The Lancers started it out well with 2 buckets from Loving. They went up and never looked back. For Long Beach, you got to score to win, but they went cold in the OT. They went just 2 of 13 in overtime. Did the hosts. Ouch, that's not going to win you these games in crunch time. The shots that were falling stopped going. And on the other end, Pasadena was 3 for 4 in OT and 6 of 8 at the free throw line. The Vikings just 10 of 23 from the charity stripe in this game. And of course, that technical to start it off didn't help. It dooms them 77-70 at home. These are 2 of the best teams in the state of California. They will likely meet again in the playoffs, and it will likely be another great game. You want coverage of the rest of LBCC athletics, you got to keep it locked right here. This is the only place to be.